What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome all of the new subscribers. Appreciate everybody hanging around, checking out the videos, and joining us here on the channel. Today is the 18th of March. We are going to be taking a look at Gala, G-A-L-A, currently on the Coin Market Cap website. Looking at Gala, has a rank of 117. Has been on a nice run recently. We're going to check out the charts, share some of my thoughts, and wrap up this video. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. Let's take a look over at the TradingView website. So tradingview.com, we have a daily chart here of Gala USD. So ticker symbol GALA USD. This will also be the Coinbase data, and it's a daily chart. So let's take a look here. Gala has been in basically a nice uptrend for this year, 2023. Most of all of 2022, it was in a pretty steady decline, to say the least. I mean, we had the initial run up there to a high of 84 cents, and then for basically an entire year, it trended down, finding a bottom on the date looks like to be the 30th of December, 2022. So a high of the 80s and a low of 1 cent. So talk about a massive move to the downside, and we have reversed for 2023. It looks like we're actually getting ready to move quite a bit higher. So that decline was huge, guys. That was let's see here, call it a 98%, basically a 98% move to the downside over 1 year, losing 98% of its value here. So let's take a look at some more recent price action and what's going on in 2023 in March the 18th. So we had our initial bottom here. Obviously looking back, hindsight, RSI down there in the low 20s. It gets interesting when the RSI gets that low. I don't put too much weight on it, but I have kept it on the charts now for, it's probably been a couple weeks. RSI very oversold, and then we start this skyrocket move up from the 1.5 cent mark all the way up to basically 6 cents. So that is a very, very impressive rally. Basically, you call it a 300 or so % move to the upside. Not too bad when the stock market is struggling big time. And then we've had this pullback, this pretty sharp pullback, and now we are also starting to rally once again to the upside. So we have a potential change in trend on the more zoomed out time frame. We are clearly in an uptrend and have been, but we are and looks like we printed a higher low, which is, let me get the circle tool here. So this looks to be a higher low so far. So we are looking for that next swing higher, which would be a higher high. So we have let's get the brush tool. We have the initial move down, big rally, actually printed a higher high here. We took out this high over here. So super strong. Getting this pullback. Looks like we have the higher low, and now we are in our swing up here. A couple different scenarios that may play out. We may continue to rally here up into that 65.10 cent range, which is one of my first targets. That's right here, guys. 0.06510. So that's 6.5 cents. That would also give us a new higher high. We would take out this high over here, which was in the January 28th timeframe. So that is one scenario that could play out as the price figures out what it wants to do here. Let me try to clean this up a little bit. The price is very impressive, this rally we've seen these past couple days. So that's one scenario. Another scenario that could play out is we saw the high of this move and we pull back and we stop somewhere in between this low and obviously this high. So somewhere within this range here. That would still be a higher low, and that would still tell us that we have a confirmed uptrend. That's one scenario that could play out. Let's check out a couple more here. So that is for the bullish case. I don't think this thing is going to roll over, but let's discuss that scenario. So we have the pullback to the higher low. We're waiting for either one, a higher high, taking us past our 6.5 range. A pullback would give us a higher low, and then we get the higher high, taking us past this high here. That would also confirm a change in trend. Let's say that doesn't happen. Let's say the price high is in for right now, and today was the high. So today's high price looks like 5.1, so 5 cents. Let's say the price starts to trend to the downside in an aggressive manner, and we start to test this low over here. If we undercut that low and don't pull and don't wick back up, basically, we are in a change in trend to the downside. So the trend has changed to the downside, and this leg down could be very, very weak. Something to keep your eye on. I don't think that is going to take place. One, because Bitcoin is showing strength. Two, because this RSI is trending up aggressively, and it does not look like it's ready to roll over by any means. It could go well into the mid to high 80 range before it takes a pause. Currently, we are sitting at 60, so it has a long way to potentially go. Bitcoin is potentially getting a little bit ahead of itself, but it continues to move higher. Today's candle looks a little undecided, so that could be why Gala is pulling back here. So we're either going to skyrocket here and create another higher high. We're going to pull back, create a higher low, and then the higher high, or this thing's going to roll over, create a lower low, and that could be the end of this move for some time. So that's a couple of different scenarios that could play out here. Going with the bullish scenario to the upside, guys, we have a couple targets I want to talk about in today's video. Guys, welcome to the channel. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. So we have an upper target here. So the yellow lines are my targets, and then the white line is based on the depth of our pullbacks. So we have a target here. First target number one takes us into a higher high. That is at the 6510. That's a 6.5 cent target right there for this move. That would be basically another 39% from where we're currently trading to the upside. So we're trading at 4.7, and our target is up there at 6.5. We also have a target number two. We'll call that number one, and then we have number two is even higher. We have a 7910, 0.07910, just about an 8 cent, a little less than an 8 cent Gala target right there. That also takes us above and into some of this resistance that came in at our 6.5 back in the June, July timeframe. On a percentage basis, that would take Gala up to 68, 69%. Very interesting here. We'll have to see what the price does. It's nice to see the RSI showing some strength and trending aggressively to the upside. Does not look like it's ready to roll over. If anything, it looks like it's just getting started, so we could easily see these targets hit one of three of these. Based on the depth of our pullback, we have a target way up there at 9.5 cents. That would be 0.09570. Way up here, guys. That is impressive. That would be a 100% move from where we're at. We're at 4.7, and that would be a 9.5. Very exciting if you are a Gala holder. This thing may just be getting started here and in for some very impressive runs, especially if Bitcoin is heading up to some of the higher targets that we have our eye on. So we could also throw the fibs on here. We could take the swing high here down to our, that is not our fib tool. Let's get our Fibonacci tool. Swing high to the swing low. And we can see that the 1618 fib level, based on this recent pullback here, takes us up to a 99 cent. So a little bit higher than our 9.5. It takes us to a 9.9, almost a 10-cent Gala. So there's something to be said about that area. That 9 to 10 cent range could be a solid target for Gala. My two levels below that are the 7.9 and the 6.5. We should see a reaction at that level when the prices get there, and they usually act as resistance for a period of time, just like we saw in here, where the price was basically bumping its head at this level in that June, July, August timeframe at that 6.5. It found support, rallied up, found some resistance at 7.9, broke down below 6.5, pulled back up to it, below it, pulled back up to it, and then we finally got that last leg down. Above that takes us to, let's see, based on that swing lower, we have the 2.6, 3.6, and 4.2. They're up there, highest up there, 69 cent. The 3.6 is a 43 cent. The 2.6 is a 20 cent. And then once again, our 1.6 is basically a 10 cent, a 99 cent Gala. So if you are a Fibonacci fan and you are using it based on this most recent pullback here, you should be excited because there is some big targets ahead for Gala, assuming this market can continue to run to the upside. Well, guys, it doesn't stop there. We have some more impressive targets way up here, depending on how long this cycle will run here. We don't know how long it will go, but these targets are valid. Doesn't mean they'll get hit, but if the markets trend higher, they very well could be hit. Once again, in yellow are my two targets, 1, 2, and then we have the, based on this massive trend down, we have a target up here based on that. So let's jump into our targets first. 90550. That's a 90 cent Gala. Way up here takes us into some new highs at 90 cents based on this Coinbase chart. 90 cents. Above that, we have a $1.26030. 1.26030, way up there at $1.26. Just to put that in perspective from where we're trading at now, guys, which is 4 cents. If we get up to that 90 or $1.26, that's an 1,800 and a 2,500% return from where we are currently trading. So if you believe in this project, there is some wild targets way up in there, but they could easily be hit when this thing gets cooking to the upside. Based on the pullback, goes even higher. That would be $1.67280. $1.67280. 1.67280 on a percentage from where we're trading at the 4 cent range would take you up basically 3,400%, well into some new highs here based on this Coinbase chart. So guys, this thing looks good. We're getting ready to either one, blast off. Sometimes once it prints this higher low, this next leg higher here can be very aggressive, taking us into a higher high range. and it can be a very strong move to the upside. So far, it's very strong. We're taking a pause here about midway as there's some overhead supply resistance within this area right here. So that's my thoughts on Gala, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Does help the channel. Does help the video get out there. Starting to lose my voice here. So we're going to wrap this video up. Let's see how this thing heads into the later part of the weekend. Bitcoin getting a slight pullback. That could be why we are seeing Gala cool off just a bit. That RSI though down there at the bottom of the chart, looking good, looking like the uptrend is going to continue, getting a crossover a couple days back. So 6.5 cents, 79.95, 90, $1.26, and $1.67 for Gala. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.